Hey all you Golem Sentries, welcome back to week 9 of PPBO. I know that I said that Bad End was going to be on hiatus for the foreseeable future because I have to read this, but is actually going very well. And I'm moving through it much more quickly than I thought I was going to, so I'm coming at you with an extremely brief Bad End video. I'm also going to be reading the Iliad on stream whenever I can because reading to an audience is much more fun than reading by myself, and by audience I mean the 4 of you that tend to show up. Thank you very much, I appreciate you a lot. I have no schedule for this, so you're just going to have to look out for it. Anyway, they're going to be brief for the foreseeable future, definitely, if I even get them out. I am starting my 3rd and final semester of graduate school, which means student teaching, and I'm just going to have no time. But I've been seeing a lot of growth in the YouTube, and I would just hate to stop posting videos now, so I'm going to really try to get them up. With that, sorry that I'm a malding loser. I am still malding about what happened because it should not have happened. I should have just won everything, but we're going to cover that. So come, sit down, kick back, mald with me, and let's see the polls. No, we won't see the polls actually. They take way too much time to edit, and I didn't pull anything cool. This set sucks. This set sucks bad. Exactly 1 card from this set got played, and that is Double Cyclone. Maybe more cards got played, but they didn't matter at all. Other than Double Cyclone, here are the cards that we cared about pulling. Ambitious Gopher, Scrap Chimera, Scrap Beast, Scrap Goblin, 1. This card is common. Oh shoot, it has 0 attack. But still, it's freaking common. Naturia Beans. Effect Veiler. Nah. Wow. Dragonic Knight, Esqua Lightning, Tribicorn, Unicorn. Here's the deck. You're just gonna have to take my word for it that it was much better than everyone else's. Everything in the deck creates so much value between... We're playing 1, 2, 3 cards that all recycle themselves. Cards that get instant value. Boss monsters that also generate value and are removal. Sick removal plans. Back row removal. Recursion. OTK potential. Another dude that replaces himself. That's it. There's not much to talk about. My deck was awesome, and I'm going to play the same thing next week without Widespread Dud, and I'm going to win the whole thing. Here's the game. I haven't watched it back yet. I'm probably going to Mald all over again, so join me in that wonderful, wonderful experience. I swear I am going to see Leah's hand, and I am just going to... Alright, let's see. The opener from Leah. We have Tuned Magician, Pashul, Kicker, Book, Truth. I'm on Gardner, Kicker, Vasky. She wins the die roll. Let's fast forward a little bit. She sets Pashul, says go, sets Reinforced Truth. I set up Gardner, Double Cyclone, Fairy Wind. Let's keep going. She tributes Axon Kicker, gets over my dude. I'm going to go grab a Naga so that I can go into my Vasky. She picks up a second Kicker. That's pretty good because she's going to be able to go Kicker. It's not absolutely terrible. She opts not to go for the second Kicker here. Knows that I set the Naga, so she just hangs back. I'm finding more psychic tunings that I don't super need. She's going to Reinforce Truth. Pashul goes into my dude. She's goes into the Naga. So this is where my first misplay is. I should have went and grabbed another Naga off of this. Grabbing another Vasky just puts me in a situation where I'm just going to brick on dudes that I'm not going to be able to summon. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw another Kicker here. Seeing that I added Vasky, she gets her tuner off the... She gets the 0 attack thing off the board by going into Explosive Magician. Picking up this second Axon Kicker is really, really bad. But it's not the worst if I would have made a very specific play. So I'm going to go into here. I'm going to take 22. I'm going to summon Vasky. Pop the Explosive. She chains Widespread Dud. We have the Fairy Wind to chain on the activation. And here's where... Here's where I'm sitting at my hand. I'm looking at no summonable monsters. Vasky's big, but I really did think to myself, what if I just tribute summoned Kicker? I know that Kicker is not as big as Vasky, but what is Leah going to summon that can challenge a Kicker? If she can't challenge a Vasky, she's probably not going to be able to challenge a Kicker, and then Kicker can start getting value off of these Gardenas that are in the graveyard. I should have just tribute summoned it right here, but I didn't. I did not. Leah goes Book of Eclipse. Garson gets in. Nothing I can do about that. Just nothing I can do about that. I drew another Fairy Wind. Dead as hell. Absolutely dead as hell. She tributes another Kicker, and there's just nothing I can do. I draw nothing. Absolutely nothing. However, if I would have tribute summoned that Kicker there, then let's see, I would have gone Kicker. She would have either set Garson, and then she could have Changing Destinies my Kicker. I could have normal summoned the other Kicker. She would have tribute summoned, get over my Kicker. We could probably crash. But then I have 2 Psychic Tunings that would have been online. I would have won. I would have won this game very easily. All I had to do was tribute summon Kicker, and that's it. So Leah, if you're watching this, you're welcome for the win. I'm a PP poo poo garbage player. If I wasn't so dumpster garbage bad, this would have been a very easy win, and I would have just won the entire week. Here we are back with the deck, and the only one adjustment that I would have made to our list is that I would have cut Viper. With 3 Vasky, there's no reason that we ever have to go into Viper. Plus the amount of 0 attack dudes that we can search and that we're just playing accidentally. Not accidentally. We're playing them by design, but dudes that synergize with our deck that we can search and are just good, happen to have 0 attack, we're always going to be able to get Vasky out. Hopefully we'll be able to Vasky 2 of their guys. There's no reason to play Viper. We know that we're not going to be able to play Widespread Dud next week, and with Widespread Dud out and us not on the same bracket side as Solidarity Rockstun, we probably go down to either 1 or 2 Fairy Winds, and then something like the rest of the Inverse Universe in. Maybe the 3rd Brain. This doesn't get destroyed by battle. I don't know. I don't like 3 Alien Brain because we're not playing that many. Probably Gale. I like Gale. Maybe Book of Eclipse. It's just going to be whatever tech that I decide to play. But the core of the deck is not going to change. The deck is really, really good. With that, let's mull over how bad everyone else's deck was. Leah, thank you for crediting me with Axon Kicker. I am a genius. You're welcome. That being said, X-Sabers are bad. I did a lot of testing with X-Sabers, and I have Emer's Blade and Dark Soul and Fultrol, and I couldn't make it work. They just weren't consistent. It's not going to continue to work. I bricked, and I made 2 misplays. I can only hope that Leah's going to play a similar deck next week since we're playing round 1, because I will just cream her. Brent's deck rocks. I was more concerned with Brent than Leah, which is why we were playing the 3 Fairy Wind and the 3 Triple Cyclone. Double Cyclone? Not Triple Cyclone. Hopefully Brent... Oh, does he only have 2 Guardian? Oh, I have 2 Sandman, 3 Guardian. He is the opposite. That's awkward. Hopefully Brent can find multiple copies of Kwakimaru Wall. The only reason Leah won the game was because she got ahead of him on summons and she was able to clear a Solidarity. I think Brent's deck is really good, and I think that he could dominate with this deck. Here's Danny, and oh man, I tested something like this too. Level Eater, Needlebug Nest, a Spore package. Maybe you could do a Spore package with Glow Bulb coming out if you pull the Glow Bulb. I really like the Fishborg stuff. And Dupe Frog I still think is okay. I like the Pandas and the Gig, but I think that Danny should get back on Reptiles. He has the pool for that, and I think they're really good. Without Ronin Totem, this is not consistent anymore. Here's Joe's deck. I have to apologize. I said that Joe's deck sucked ass during the week, but that was all salt. That was all Mald. The deck is actually okay. I like what he's doing with the reptiles. I like how there's multiple value engines happening with the Fishborg and the reptiles and the drill synchron stuff. I don't think it's as terrible as I said earlier. I actually respect it a little bit. I don't know how much I respect Medusa. Yeah, Medusa, Quick Draw, Oystermeister are a little bit crusty, but I can respect the rest of it. Here are the bands. I'm pretty sure everyone saw them coming a million miles away. As for the standings, oh, we're really far away, but I think we can make up the lead that they have. I think there's 3 more sets left of 5Ds, which from our position gives us a total of 6 potential wins to get. We have a potential of 12 wins to get overall going into the live show, and then we have to win multiple games in the live show. And then in the best case scenario, we need Joe and Leah to win no more than 1 game each week for the next 3 weeks. It's going to be rough. That's it for today. Please excuse the fact that I am still bathing in salt. Wish me luck on my journey through demonstrational teaching, and see you on the next bad end.